Hello everyone, Jonathan with Bull Volume, and we had a all-time high on Friday for most of the major indices. So we are in a bullish market, which we've had a lot of back and forth. We had a big sell-off over the previous couple weeks, and we gained it all back plus some this past week. So a lot of gapping. You can see I have the IWB daily chart pulled up here. So this represents the Russell 1000, so the large cap, and you can see this has just been on a upward slant throughout the last year. We had a pullback, some consolidation, and we've broken out to new highs. MACD histogram is pointing up, rising momentum, no real selling pressure right now. Light volume last couple days, but still definitely looking to enter on the long side versus the short. Flip over to the IWM. This is more of a small cap look. Russell 2000, so you can see a lot more choppiness. We had the same consolidation, but the breakout was much lower. Obviously, have not regained our 1 year high, and really a lot lower momentum on the MACD. So I would say, as has been the case for pretty much the whole last year, want to look at large cap versus the small cap. So large cap, anything over 10 billion of market capitalization is what I'm looking at right now versus anything on the small cap side. So that's where I start with my market analysis each day. And I would say if I look at both the MACD and the EMA on the weekly chart just to see if they're pointing up and rising momentum. Both are, so you can see positive them up and negative them up. This is the weekly chart over here. We've got a 5 EMA. You can see we're up and positive there. And then on the MACD, we've had 2 consecutive weeks of rising momentum. We've got the spiders here looking at the sectors. So once I determine what side I want to enter, either long or short, I then look at what sectors are showing strength. And it's been a pretty similar story over the last couple of weeks where the financials, I've entered position in the XLF. You can see I've actually hit my first price target, looking to continue to scale out of that position as it continues to have a consolidation here, but a lot of positive momentum. The bull volume over the last week has pretty much been green every day. MACD is rising, got stacked EMA, so really good conditions to continue to go up on the financials. Another ETF I'm looking to enter into is XLC, so communication services. You can see we got a 20 period close high here. Nice upward momentum on the MACD. Bull volume is positive, stacked EMA. So I'm looking on Monday to enter a long position on XLC if it hits my buy stop order. Industrials looking pretty good as well, a little bit lower momentum. But on the weekly chart, you can see we're moving upwards. And just moving down the list, I like to rank it based on relative strength and bull volume ranking percentage. So you can see relative strength wise, there's just a couple of sectors that I think should be the focus area: financials, communication services, industrials. Consumer discretionary has some good relative strength, but you can see we've been losing momentum over the past 6 weeks. And right now I'm considering that a pause. I would not enter any consumer discretionary stocks right now, just based on where they're at in the weekly. And I'm going to pull over here my ETF scan. So I called out the XLF. I already have a position on that. XLC. So this is something I'm looking to buy into on Monday. So if you're looking for some trade ideas, I think on the ETF side, XLC. So the communication services spider is a good one. I've got XLP on my watch list right now. You can see it's bottomed out. It's had some nice consolidation, broke above the low of the 20 period high. So the low of the last day was above that high of the low day. We can see we've got some nice bull volume, green days here, rising MACD. And really the only thing I'm left for is confirmation is we need the 5 EMA on the weekly to have a positive slope. The MACD is already curling up. So probably Tuesday or Wednesday, if this continues to build strength, I will look to enter on XLP, but I'm considering that a hold at this point. Let it confirm the price action. And if you watched my last video, I called out WELL as a stock. So I called it out on 117 close, and you can see basically from the open for the week on Tuesday morning, it just ripped up, a little bit of pullback the next couple of days, and then on Friday closed the week up again, setting a nice 20 period high, about a 3 ATR move. If you would have caught where I did about right here, I've already taken 2 of my price targets, and I'm closing in on my third price target. And then for my final target, I like to set that about 12 ATR. So try to get as much of a big winner as I can. But I hope if anybody followed this last week, that was a nice call out, and hopefully you made some money with WELL. I'm going to pull up my stock screener here. So what I like to look at is 20 period close high stocks that have broken out, that show both positive weekly and daily price action. That's what I like to look for. And so WEL obviously hit all that, nice consolidation period, and then just some move up. We'll pull up my stock charts here, my stock screener, and give you a couple ideas for the week ahead. All right, I'm going to pull over my screener. I look at this every day. Very similar look to the ETF side, except there's quite a few more. I like to highlight positions either I'm in or looking to enter. OWL, I've been in this for a while. You can see it's been on an absolute tear. I got in this close day here, and half my position I've already sold out of. So really nice stock there, but I would not look to, if you were looking to enter this, I think that's too extended. So I would not look for that. SYF, here's one I would look into. I'm already in a position. I haven't hit any of my price targets, but closing in on my first one. So SYF, another financial, is looking good. Meta, I got on this on Thursday and had a nice move on Friday. So I think this is still has plenty of room to go. And we're seeing communication services as a lot of strength. So Meta would be a stock I'd be looking to enter. HBAN, I had an open position to never got filled midweek and went ahead and closed it out and would have got in it on Friday. So I'm looking to re-enter that position. This is another financial that I think is set up nicely. TKO, it's one I'm already in. I would call this out as another viable buy option. About 2 weeks of consolidation here, broke out, and we're going to have, I think, some continuation on that. Bristol Myers Squibb, same thing, almost the exact same looking chart as TKO. I got in on that on Thursday and saw some nice movement on Friday. What I'm looking to enter is VTR, so I think this sets up pretty similar to that WEL chart. Big pullback, formed a nice basing pattern here, a couple of breakout days, but sold off and then regained it all back plus some on Friday. So on Monday, I'm looking to buy into VTR. That's a real estate healthcare REIT, very similar price setup to WEL that we had last week, and looking to play that for the coming week. I'm going to go ahead and pull up C.H. Robinson Worldwide. This is industrials, air freight, and logistics. I think this is a nice setup here as well. I got in on Thursday, had a nice move on Friday, but definitely still a lot more room to go. We had 2 weeks of consolidation here, broke out. We have just a consolidation, a lot of supply here, but I'm liking the setup. You can see we've had really no selling pressure except one day over the past couple months. Nice bull volume, last 4 out of the last 5 days. MACD on the weekly is curling up, so I see CHRW having room to continue to go up. Those are probably my biggest call outs for the week ahead. Again, hopefully this is helpful for you. Please consider liking and subscribing. Give me a comment if there's anything you'd like to see. I can go into some more detail of some of the indicators, but everything I have on my chart I look at, so there's no excess here. Got a couple different EMAs. I've got the Donchian channels, bull volume indicator, the MACD with squeeze indicator on there as well, and then the same setup on the weekly. And that's what I look at. And then I like to have the relative strength and then a 5-day low plus some additional ATR room to capture my stop loss and my trailing stop. So that's all I got for you. Thank you for watching, and God bless.